Ready to break.
Watch it, watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, pull.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, 50, plant.
Check, 55, Mike. Down to lose one.
Go. Defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Get it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Hey.
2nd and 14. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. But now it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
White 25. You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill.
Let's convert.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shoot. Check. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Fournette running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Get him. Get him.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Lucky. Show him.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the out.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Sonic, black 25. Jim.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 25. Check 25. Hard. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 41 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
On the ready.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Head up.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Check 13. Check 13.
Yep.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Watch the safety creep.
Look at me. Zipper now.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Black 22.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Check. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Here we go, even.
Check. Check. Whip, 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 whip.
Ready to go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 50, check 50.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On third down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set up, 18 Gator. General West. Hey, high 7.
He's coming, double up.
Go. Shoot.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
55 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch it. Hey, switch gears. Chance. Check 26. Check.
Look, squeeze. Now. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
2nd and 10. This complete to Lockett. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now back to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides try.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey! Get it!
Now a give, right side. Logan. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A handoff out of the pistol, it's Drake. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 23. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, it's Logan. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Dolphins 14, Ravens 7. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Running, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sue.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Go.
Go. Sue.
Looking to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the...
Last stop. Last stop.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. Blue 80. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple team.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Mike 58 right there. Check tight, check tight.
Come on. Sunday. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, You expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check three.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Even. Hey. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check. Crunch.
He'll pitch it, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, you better be ready. Switch. Take four. Run.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Ready. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Switch.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha. Go. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Treadwell. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the sled. Wait. Let him go.
Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting it.
The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I know you felt that one.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Under 10. Back.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He's going to field this at the 4. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Get even. You got time.
From the gun, Winston. And the catch made by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On play action, Winston. It's complete to Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Jameis now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Mark 55! Mark 55! We got to get the ball back!
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Lockett. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Let's go, defense!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
On the double.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop